Hello everyone, my name is Ferun Nugroho. I'm student at University Darul Islamic Center Ungaran Gupi. Name 23110029. I want to writing the text about democracy. What is democracy? The word democracy comes from the Greek word demos, meaning people, and kratos meaning power. So democracy can be thought of as power of the people, a way of governing which depends on the will of the people. There are so many different models of democratic government around the world that it is sometimes easier to understand the idea of democracy in terms of what it definitely is not. Democracy then is not autocracy or dictatorship, where one person rules. And it is not oligarchy where a small segment of society rules. Properly understood, democracy should not even be the role of the majority. If that means that minorities' interests are ignored completely, democracy, at least in theory, is government on behalf of all the people according to their will. Why democracy? The idea of democracy derives its moral strength and proper appeal from two key principles. One, individual autonomy. The idea that no one should be subject to rules which have been imposed by others. People should be able to control their own lives within reason. Two, equality. The idea that everyone should have the same opportunity to influence the decisions that affect people in society. These principles are intuitively appealing and they help to explain why democracy is so popular. Of course, we feel it is fair that we should have as much change as anyone else to decide on common rules. The problem arises when we consider how two principles can be put into practice because we need a mechanism for deciding how to address conflicting views. Because it offers a simple mechanism, democracy tends to be a role of the majority. But the role of the majority can mean that some people's interests are never represented. A more genuine way of representing everyone's interests is to use decision making by consensus, where the aim is to find common point of interest. The development of democracy. Ancient history. The ancient Greeks are credited with creating the very first democracy, although there were almost certainly rare examples of primitive democracy in other parts of the world. The Greek model was established in the 5th century BC in the city of Athens, among of sea of autocracies and oligarchies, which were the normal forms of government at the time. Athenian democracy stood out. However, compared to how we understand democracy today, the Athenian model had two important differences. One, there was a form of direct democracy. In other words, instead of electing representatives to govern on the people's behalf, the people themselves met, discussed questions of government, and then implemented policy. Such a system was possibility partly because the people was a very limited category. Those who could participate directly were a small part of the population, since women, slaves, aliens, and of course children were excluded. The numbers who participated were still far more than in a modern democracy, perhaps 15,000 males engaged directly in politics out of a population of around 1,300 people. Democracy in the modern world today, there are as many different forms of democracy as there are democratic nations in the world. No two systems are exactly the same, and no one system can be taken as a model. There are presidential and parliamentary democracies, democracies that are federal or unitary democracies that use a proportional voting system, and one that use majority system, democracies which are also monarchies, and so on. One thing that tells modern system of democracy and which also distinguishes them from the Asian model is the use of representative of the people instead of taking part directly in law making. Modern democracies use election to select representative for who are sent by the people to govern on their behalf. Such a system is known as representative democracy. It can lie some claim to being democratic because it is, at least to some degree, based on the two principles above. Equality of all, one person, one vote, and the right of every individual to some degree of personal autonomy. Improving democracy. People often talk about countries becoming democracies once they start to have relatively free and open election. But democracy includes far more than just election, and it really makes more sense to think about the will of the people idea rather than about institutional or voting structure when we are trying to ask how democratic a country is. Democracy is better understood as something that we can always have more or less of, rather than something that either is or is not. Democratic system can nearly always be made more inclusive, more reflective of more people's wishes, and more responsive to their influence. In other words, there is room to improve the people part of democracy by include more people in decision making. There is also room to improve the power or will part of democracy by giving the people more real power. Struggles for democracy throughout history have normally concentrated no one or the other of these elements. Today, in most countries of the world, women do have the vote, but the struggle has been won only relatively recently. New Zealand is said to be first country in the world to have introduced universal suffrage in 1893. Although even here, women were only granted the right to stand for parliament in 1919. Many countries have granted women the right to vote first of all, and only several years later have allowed them to stand for elected office. Saudi Arabia has only granted women the power to vote in election in 1211. Today, even in established democracies, there are other sections of society which commonly include immigrants, migrant workers, prisoners, and children, who are not given the right to vote, even though many of them might pay taxes and all are obligated to obey the law of the land. Thank you.